made everyone a drink before we started the podcast, so if everyone's obliterated by the end of this, you're welcome. Hi, welcome to the podcast.
Hey.
Hey, all my friends. These are all my besties. Okay,
Yay.
let's go around in like clock. I don't know the difference between clockwise.
Clockwise
My
is
clockwise
Jake
is there.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Introduce yourself.
No.
My name is Jake. I'm Editor Jake, also known as Visualbyjake, and I'm here.
Jake Visual B.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Jake Visual B. And
Hi, I'm Catherine. I don't know what else to say about
You
myself.
do captions, you
Kath.
edit my video.
it's Caption a
I'm
Cat.
Caption a Kath, and I also edit Jordan's videos. Hi.
Oh, I'm Jordan. Hi. I'm a YouTuber. Hi. Every video says, yeah.
Hammy.
Hello, I'm Adam. I'm a veteran around here.
You already know who I am.
Oh, you already know who it is. It's Topher.
My name's Topher.
And I'm Jack, and I feel like a mythological character on this channel because I feel like I'm like referred to but never there.
Yeah.
But
Never
like-
in the country.
I am
We,
actually a hologram.
I feel like we almost refer to you as like dead in a way because we're like,
Yeah.
oh, Jack.
Oh,
What
it's like
should we
Jack would
say?
have loved this.
Yeah.
We miss Jack. Like editing in a photo, like it's in memoriam. Oh, he would have loved it. But yeah, we're all on holiday right now because I turned 24 the other day. Thanks.
It's alright.
Thanks. Another year closer to death. Anyways, yeah, because birthdays get a little bit slightly depressing as you get older, and I was like, I don't feel like having a big party. I just want to like go away with my friends and get a little bit Larry. So that's exactly what we've done. We've come to Marbella. And we've been having all the carbs and marbs.
Oh my god, when chips are live.
Chip squad. Chip gang.
Adam, insert it here. This is the most cursed thing any of us have ever done.
So funny. Oh.
But yeah, I've wanted to do a podcast episode like this in ages to like announce all my besties as if I've like given birth
They
to them.
exist.
To introduce you all to my besties, and I thought what better way to do it than in a chill little podcast in the birthday villa. Oh my god, we've got this big stinking villa, right? And it feels, I don't think we should be allowed here. I don't know what adult let us do this, but they shouldn't have.
And you know, like the light is expensive here. Like when the way the sun comes in through the windows, it feels expensive.
Yeah.
Regal.
I feel like a
Literally-
Kardashian.
Yeah. I've literally been lost in this house. How does that happen? Like, what?
Just in Eleanor's room.
Yeah.
There's 3 rooms in the room.
Yeah, there's like a little dressing room over there. I've got a corridor for my bedroom. That's insane. I was hiding in that wardrobe earlier. I jumped out of Jack. What's happened while we've been on this holiday, gang?
Kath fell in a
Oh,
hole.
Kath had a fall.
Kath, take the wheel.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So apparently when I get drunk, I'm really fucking clumsy. But actually, no, I got a bond to pick with a villa, with peace and love. where the fuck? Can I swear in this? Okay, thank God. Where the fuck are the lights outside? Right?
You can see, like, right now there's just darkness.
No, they can't.
Literally.
Well, yeah, you can't see, I guess. Sorry.
We can.
But there's literally like no light, and there's 2 fuck off holes at the side of this fucking stupid hot tub. And like the first night I was like, guys, I'm just gonna dip my toes in, like so wholesome, and like I watched them all like a mum, like just watching over my kids, like while they're all enjoying themselves, like kicking my feet. And then I was like, the second night I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go in. Did I go in?
You missed.
You went in, but not the hot tub.
6 feet under.
So fucking funny because she literally like just went. I can't describe enough how much she just went like this. And just like slotted it. Like I feel like I was the only one that actually saw it dead on.
There wasn't
actually
even
happening.
really like a noise. Like you just disappeared.
It was.
Slipped through the
So
cracks.
like,
Yeah, but there's that beat where you're like, I can see her shoulders shaking,
yeah.
and I don't know if she's laughing or sobbing.
Yeah.
And it was
said to
laughter.
you.
It was
I was
fine.
fucking screaming.
I said
Actually, I was
to
like,
you.
and then I was like, the first thing I said was, ouch, my titch. Which,
My titch.
I know my titch. Which, yeah, because I've got bruises all down my titties. And I broke a nail. That's the saddest I've
Oh,
said.
like
Tragic,
severely
yeah.
broken nail as
But
well.
Casualty
like,
of the trip.
it's funny, like, I lived.
Oh, there's 2 broken nails now. Jordan did it on the way here.
Yeah, I did it when I was getting on the tube, and I'm not
Trash.
used to carrying around my own suitcase because my boyfriend carries around my suitcase
She's a
everywhere.
princess.
So I was literally like lugging it up the stairs, and all there is a crack in the middle of my nail, and I just went. And I had to snap it off and keep on moving. Oh, it was horrible. Yeah.
We also almost didn't come on the holiday because we nearly missed our flight.
We went for for a Wagamama's breakfast, which I didn't even know existed. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. And we lost track of time. We had too much breakfast.
I thought the flight was at 10:25, and I was keeping an eye on the time, but I was like, I think we're starting to cut it close. I might say something, and I remember specifically, I looked at my phone and it was 9:49, I think. I said I remember specifically, and then I go, I think. But I looked at my phone. And I was like, guys, I think we should like get a wriggle on. Isn't the flight at 10:25? And Jack goes, it's at 10:15. And I was like, we've got like a couple minutes.
Code red!
Because like the gate closes 20 minutes before, obviously at 10:15. So that meant we had 6 minutes to get there. And we were like, shit. And by the time we actually like paid and got out, we had 4 minutes to get to the fucking gate.
And they can be really far away too. Like at Gatwick,
Exactly.
sometimes it's like 25-minute walk to your
We were
gate.
so lucky because we were gate 11 out of like 100.
It was
10 to 95, and we were like, imagine if we were 95.
Yeah, we were like the second gate in, thank fuck. Otherwise, we fully would have missed that flight because it got to the point, we got there, we were like showing our passports, they were like, you are so lucky, we nearly fucking kicked you off the plane.
They had our names written down on
to take our luggage off the plane.
The
looks that we got.
Oh my
walking
god,
onto
yeah,
that
and
plane.
we were walking onto the plane with our pink masks on, and with like a duty-free bag as well, like being like, oh sorry.
You should have seen us.
Yeah, and everyone was literally just like,
My little Britney Spears perfume in
Yeah.
hand. I'm like, hi guys, sorry I'm late. Let's get them off.
It was literally a scene out of Home Alone, though, us running. Like, we were all just running, like, carrying our suitcases, or not suitcases, but like bags, like, oh my god.
That being said, I did still get my phone out and vlog it. I was like, oh my god, we're so late. Wait. LOL, we're so late.
Yeah, if we miss it, at least we got the content, you know?
yeah, exactly.
And then it's still worth it.
But the plane didn't take off for like 20 more minutes.
Yeah, so we were technically fine.
Very dramatic.
We were very on time. When we were on the way there, everyone's like, we're gonna miss the flight. I was like, guys, they have held flights for people that are like half an hour late. Like, it's
We're on
fine.
time.
Yeah.
We're on. If anything, we are just exactly on time.
I think it was just made worse because the staff were being so like crazy about it as well. They were like, "You're so lucky," and like I was the last one that actually got my ticket scanned. And as she was doing it, she literally went, "Jesus Christ, you are so lucky!" And I was like, "Oh, lo siento."
What else has happened this haul?
We have matching shells.
Yeah.
We all got matching necklaces, bracelets. Actually, this is
It's
an
an
anklet.
I literally didn't realise until I got it, and I was like, oh my god, it's an anklet. Luckily, though, it can just be repurposed.
Realistically, what's the difference?
Yeah.
As Jordan pointed out, that is so capitalism core.
So, like, Karl Marx turning in his grave, anklet bracelet. Like, no, like me and she, because Jack got a bracelet, didn't he?
Yeah.
And we're like, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You know what? It's actually, like, really deep.
When you deep it,
It's
right?
Not
really
the social
deep.
commentary. In
No.
this essay, I will.
But we call these our immunity necklaces so that we can say kind of heinous things.
Listen, we gossip, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, we
As
little
any
kid-
friend group
little
does,
kids.
we gossip.
Yeah.
So it's like before you say something a little bit harsh, you go, guys, immunity necklace on, but so and so's really fucking pissing me off lately.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, we all agree as well. We all go,
We're
as
like,
if it was, we were thinking it, you
You're
know?
right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we're all so on the same page a lot of the time where like it's almost like we're waiting for someone to bring it up and someone will bring it up and we literally go, I was thinking the same thing. Like,
Yeah,
oh
like
my
a
God.
unanimous yeah.
Yeah, we're like, yeah.
We're nice though, guys, like we promise.
Oh yeah.
We're lovely.
Like,
Well, you know, if people don't want to be bitched about, then stop being annoying.
Adam Zayden 2023.
Oh my god, Adam, tell him about how you scrambled all my pasta the other night.
Well, I wasn't really even mentally there, so I don't know if I can tell this.
When Adam gets really drunk, he becomes his alter ego Vivian, right? And Vivian acts in ways that Adam wouldn't, right?
Oh my god, it's so I genuinely separate myself from
She
her. I'm
cannot
like,
string
Vivian is
sentences together.
such a mess.
Jordan said that Vivian speaks like her tongue is too big for her mouth.
I feel like Jack should give the perspective
Jack
though,
should
because
tell-
like
it
you
was
were the
so
parent
bad.
trying to sort the situation.
No, so I'm like slaving away in the kitchen, making food for my babies in here. And I'm like, they were all still in the hot tub, and I was like, I'll cook some dinner. So I made a little pesto chicken, a little tomato chicken, like it's all going
It was
on.
really good.
Yummo, by the way.
We know what.
Oh yeah, you would think it's fucking yummo. You had all mine.
You would know, you tasted the whole bowl. The whole saucepan. Anyway, so Eleanor was still in the hot tub for a little bit longer than the rest of us because it was her birthday. She was celebrating, she's partying. You know how it is. And we were like going to bed, and I'd like put out Eleanor's pasta, like ready for her to come in and have some tasty spaghetti and chicken and pesto, and Adam is lingering. He's loitering.
Just like floating around the kitchen, like.
And he just like kept walking into the kitchen, and I was like, are you okay? He's like, yeah.
Not suspicious.
Like, but just like doing laps
It was
around the
like, it was
kitchen.
like a weeping angel. To
Yeah.
the pesto pasta.
Yeah.
Just
And
like
he'd
doing
go
it, like,
around,
look at the pasta,
he'd go
like-
around, he'd be close.
Yeah. And then when I went to bed, he ate it.
He kept going, no, but he kept going, whose pasta is that? And he'd like, it's Eleanor's, we'll put it out for Eleanor when she gets out of the hot tub. And he's like, oh, okay. And like 2 minutes later, he'd go, so whose pasta is that? I was like, it's Eleanor's!
Just to double
He's like
check.
eating like the bits of spaghetti that were hanging over the
From the
edge
side
of
of
the
the
plate.
Oh my god, literally out of the like dry bits that were still in the pan from where they like all in the strainer. Like he's like taking little bits of spaghetti.
Has anyone ever thought maybe he was really hungry and we were like,
Yeah,
killing him?
I just want to get I want to get the CCTV footage of you just like pitch black because all the lights are off. You just sneaking and just
Tiptoeing
scrounging
over
it
to
before
it.
everything comes down.
Yeah, because I also didn't remember doing it. Like, I remember having pasta, but I thought it was like, I'm pretty sure I remember eating like actually my pasta that I was allowed. So I didn't remember. No, seriously. So I didn't remember. And then I think it was you next day. You were like, "Did you eat my pasta?" I was like, "I don't think so."
You know what's so
And then
funny?
Jack was like, "Yes, you did."
I was like, I knew it.
The other Jack was here, Jack Manifold, and so we left them out 2 plates of spaghetti, so like a big plate and a smaller plate for Eleanor, and then we thought that you ate Eleanor's one, and it turns out you ate Jack's one.
The
Which
big
was
plate.
bigger. It was a bigger portion because Jack had that other one.
Yeah.
And then
He had my baby plate because I don't eat that much carbs. Carbs make me like really ill. So they were plating me up pasta. They knew to plate me a little one. Jack got a big one, right? Adam was like, fuck the little one, scranning the full fucking big plate.
like the
Plus,
three
hadn't he like
bears.
arrived that day, so he like missed out on the breakfast too. So he basically just hadn't had much food like after.
I didn't
Oh,
drink
poor
it
man,
then.
poor man.
I'm gonna take it as
Oh,
a
I-
compliment that my cooking was just so delicious.
I couldn't
The morals
resist.
went out the window.
Do we have any more holiday stories?
Can I have a quick bit?
Yeah, you can and keep that in there. Yeah, let's all do a vape break. Blur the screen.
The only thing I'm thinking is so stupid why I find it so funny, but that Instagram picture, we've already put it on. The
Oh,
bloody
my chips.
Chips Alive. It's so funny.
Chip Squad.
Because we've been talking
Chips
a lot
one.
about like how millennials take Instagrams and stuff, so we were talking about that a bit yesterday as well.
Just did a thing.
yeah.
It started from Kath having the bolognese pizza, which by the way looked amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gutted I didn't eat it all, but yeah, like, because I said, like, when you can't choose between pasta and pizza.
When carbs are life.
And then it just started spiraling, and we started taking stupid pictures and stuff. And then I was like, picked up my chips, and I was just like,
Wait, don't you have a photo of me with my pizza?
Yeah,
as
I've got
well?
both. We can put both in, yeah. Because then you can
Nice.
just see that it like devolves into
The picture you taking up the pepper grinder.
Oh my god, yeah, and I took one of like a San Miguel. I just was going for it.
Oh, we were saying as well though, like, sometimes people on the internet think we're cool, but in reality, we sit in bars and take 0.5 pictures of tomato ketchup. Adam, put on screen all the pictures you took of that ketchup
yeah.
bottle.
But it's that thing that I have with inanimate objects where I just like act them out or whatever.
That's so funny. That's one of my favourite bits that Adam does.
Usually it's in reference to something we've already talked about. We'll be like, oh, that's a funny car, and then I'm like, guys, who am I?
Yeah, truly, if you saw us out and about, like, we would
We're
not
just,
be.
I
on
feel like
board.
we literally look like a pack of minions running around being like, genuinely.
And we like laugh at each other, like we just like giggle like mischievously whenever we do something stupid. It's
Especially
actually
like we
ridiculous.
could be talking complete gibberish.
Sometimes it's just noises though.
Yeah.
Like there was a bit in my Tootin vlog that
Oh my
we might
God,
have cut
yeah.
out. It might have still
No, it's
been in
in.
there.
It's very
But
much
there's
in.
literally a part where me and Adam are going.
But it
We
made
knew what we were
sense.
saying.
Yeah.
We also, me and Jack, went back to our uni days and we taught them some fun games.
Mm-hmm.
We taught
Oh,
them
God, yeah.
back to back, which is pretty simple to be fair, but really fun. And if you
It's-
want to get like quite drunk, then it's a really good game. Do you
It's
wanna
like Mr.
explain
and
it?
Mrs., right?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if there's like couples in the group. That's so fun. You
Or
basically
housemates.
yes.
Or
you get
duos.
Or best
anyone.
Anyone can play
Anyone.
this game.
You get two people and you stand them back to back so they can't see each other. They're both holding a drink, and then you ask them both a question like, basically, who's more likely to? It's like, So the one that's good for couples is like who's better in bed, and then like you drink if you think it's you, and if both of you drink, then you both have to drink again. If only one of you drinks, then the audience has to drink. If neither of you drinks, then both of you drink.
Yeah.
It's a fun game,
And it
so
starts like
fun.
arguments, but it also starts people being like, "Oh, did you really think that?"
Yeah,
about me?"
sometimes it's like,
It's really wholesome, but
Yeah, we
also
had some really
chaotic.
wholesome.
Yeah, when me and
when men drink.
when me and Jake both drank for who would most likely start a fight over the other.
Yeah. But then we also were like, we both drank for who we thought, like, we didn't think we were ugly or something, and then we turned around and immediately just went, we both lied, didn't we?
We were like, drink if you think you're the uglier one.
Yeah. And then we both went, we
neither.
lied.
Yeah, no, we were like, that was a lie.
Oh, we also did, shake and pop, which, oh my god.
So fun.
If like I think it's more of a level of drunk kind of game, but it's so fun. Basically, you stand in like a circle.
You put this song on, put on the screenshot of this song, and it basically has this noise.
It just goes like,
It's like
do, dew, and on the dew, the dew, you basically either go left, right with like an imaginary thing.
You're like
over.
in the circle,
Yeah.
and like say you hold like a metaphorical ball. You can either pass it to your left or to your right, or over the person next to you, or directly across the circle, and you got to like shag him.
Little hump.
Mama do the hump,
Little
mama do the hump. I was thinking about Rizzle Kicks earlier. Where did they go? What happened to them?
I
Well,
think
one of
they're
them is
coming back.
solo, and he's done a really good song, which is on our playlist. So.
One's
It's like-
one's
You've secretly
dating
been
Jade
listening
from
to
Little
them.
Mix, and he has ADHD.
Yeah.
One's dating Jade from Little Mix.
Who's getting a phone call?
Me. It's the taxi driver for tomorrow morning. Girlie, it's not tomorrow morning yet.
He's like, I'm outside.
The holiday is over.
Yeah, you can also block it, so if you go like that, it just stops it from coming, and it's just so fun, and again, just devolves into complete and utter chaos.
If anyone did like GCSE drama, it's a bit like Zip Zap Zoop.
Zip
Yeah.
zap, yeah.
But it's good for like bringing the night back to life. You know when you set
Yeah.
the flag?
Yeah.
Great at this,
I just felt this hand on my shoulder. I'm like, is everything okay over there?
Do you want to talk about the breakdancing?
Guys, I did a little bit of breakdancing. I don't know why I fucking
I did a thing.
Guys, I did a thing.
Eleanor, after doing a whole breakdance routine, ending like this and being like, I did a thing.
I don't know why I fucking slayed it though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I prefer silence.
What the fuck do you mean?
I mean, I can't say much because I was Irish dancing to Grimes. You know, like, we're both in the same territory, girl, but...
Oh my god, I've developed a cough on this holiday.
I wonder what.
Oh! I have knocked your napkin. Oh my god.
I love that your perception of it was that you were like smashing the breakdance and you were like, that was so
Well,
sick.
we were all
I
just
was
stood there like...
She was like riding around on the ground.
We're like,
Why
is
are
she
her legs
having-
still in the
And
air?
occasionally kicking her legs out.
Is she okay? Does she need medical attention?
I was trying to do that thing, you know, where they kind of like lay their face on the floor, but their
Like,
legs are up in the air.
But you just kept doing that. Like, there was no like transition into anything else.
But
So I
then-
was just like, is she okay?
We were definitely enabling it as well, though, like because we were all drunk, so we were like, like we were just.
God,
Oh
sorry.
no! What?
Sorry.
Why have you got a picture of Uncle Lumpus?
Don't make fun of me. Oh, fuck off.
That was
Oh,
so
come on now.
out-of-pocket.
I love this shirt.
Oh my god! Look, Jake's wearing this t-shirt.
I really liked this shirt, and now
I love that.
It's a
t-shirt.
nice-
I like it even more because it's got cultural significance.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They look good.
It kind of looks like you've got a backpack on in there.
First day of school. I will say, I do dress and act like a dad on holidays a lot.
Airport
Yeah,
dad.
you were giving
A
it.
lot.
Even in the airport, I was literally like 10 feet away from everyone, and I just, in my head, I was
Because
like,
you were fucking shitting the entire time.
oh my god, yeah. Oh, we had like
Oh,
this,
we had
this chicken thing called
Not literally shitting, guys.
wongs without the I, and basically, yeah, we had it like the night before, but it was like 12, and we had to get up like 5 for the airport, so not much time to digest, and I literally went to the toilet like 3 different times, and
Yeah.
let me tell you, I'm glad that there was like hand dryers on, because
That's the key to
Houston,
shitting
we
in
have a
public.
problem.
Hi guys,
Yeah.
meet my friend group and their
IBS.
stool schedule.
I also talk about it a lot though, like I feel like I
Yes.
talk about it more than the average person.
I swear to God, on the day that we were traveling, it was from like 5 a.m. when we like woke up or whatever, maybe 6, I don't know. But like literally the minute we woke up, Jake was saying like, I really need to go for a shit. I really need to go for a shit. He didn't end up doing it before we left, and then in the taxi, he was like, oh, it's coming guys, it's coming guys. We get out of the taxi and he has no opportunity to go into anywhere yet. So he's like, guys are really shit. And then I think it was almost like a fucking like domino effect because you guys were starting to say like, oh, I couldn't do shit.
Yeah. I'm just doing my affirmations, you know.
No, it's like silence. Like,
Yeah. But then when Jake finally did go to the toilet, I swear we stood outside the toilet for like 10 minutes waiting for him. We were like, is he dead? Did
I
he
at one point
prolapse?
also thought that. I was like, am I actually okay?
Did he prolapse? Did he prolapse? Visceral.
It was bad.
Anyways,
where do we go from here?
I have some questions prepared. On that
Oh, yeah.
shitting note,
Yeah.
I have a couple of questions.
That sounded so aggressive. On that shitting note.
Anyway, on that shit
Oh
note.
no, that was Rebecca Vardy telling her agent that Colleen Rooney better not cut me off.
What?
Isn't that yeah, she said it in her text. Isn't that the funniest saying
Yes.
ever? She better not cut me off.
Is she trying to say like I'm annoyed?
Like she better not fuck me off.
Oh right. Yeah.
Oh.
What does that mean? Like piss me off?
Like she
Yeah,
better
yeah.
not fuck me off. Yeah, and like you know when someone fucks you off.
Like fucks you over, like fucks you off.
Have you never
Like
heard
pisses
that?
you off.
Yeah.
Oh, piss
Like,
me off.
Kisses, fucks you off, like shits you off.
Cut you off is crazy.
Yeah.
That was like earlier when you were like, oh, Jack, set me your book for a picture.
Oh my
I said,
god! I was like, oh, set me your book. I want to take a picture. She was like, what? And I was like, set me your book. Set me your book. He was like, what? What do you mean? I was like, pass me your book.
I was gonna say, to be fair, I was literally sat there being like,
yeah.
what are you on about?
Yeah.
I say it all the
I've not
time.
ultimately
I've
heard
never
that
heard
before.
that.
I have.
Oh.
So don't worry, Jordan, we're in
Well,
solidarity there.
well, yeah. I say it
Don't
all the
worry,
time.
Jordan. Don't worry, darling. Anyways, I do have some questions. Oh, my first one. I wanted to go around the circle and I wanted you all to give the animal that you think you are, the colour that you think you are, and your celebrity crush. I feel like those three things say a lot about a person. I'll start. Okay, I'm a cat as an animal. I actually think I am. I'm gonna get a cat, guys. I'm actually seriously gonna get a cat. I've decided I'm gonna get one that's like ginger and black. Anyway, I'm a cat. My favourite colour is raspberry, like this like pinky reddy colour. And my celebrity crush,
Oh.
You're gonna say it, aren't you?
I can't. I'm scared. I didn't think
You
about
are wearing
it.
his bracelets, by the way, as well.
Oh my
He's
god.
not really a celebrity though, right?
Also,
Surely he
also,
doesn't count.
Eleanor, I love you, but have some fun, alright? Celebrity, okay? Don't be like, oh, I'm so in love, because I'm literally, I put my pop straight into my
Come on.
What happened to friggin' the rap guy that you like? What's his name?
I thought you were worried about saying corpse
Jack
husband.
Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow.
My animal, well, Adam thinks I'm a goat. So that's
Oh yeah, you give go.
See, he does give go.
You give go.
I personally think I'm more of a hyena because like my laugh is absolutely ridiculous sometimes. Like I scream when I laugh, which is very similar to like
Go
when
on,
I kind of
scream.
Have you ever seen the Taylor? Oh my god! Sorry, that was piercing. Have you
Yes.
seen the Taylor Swift thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just their eyes. Like I mean, again, I have no.
No, but
thoughts
also
behind my
you're
eyes.
literally like
Yeah.
What does that
in the
mean? What's that supposed to
0.5s when your eyes go like this.
Yeah, that's something about you. Is in 0.5, your eyes are gonna go. Wah.
My favorite color.
Well, what colour you think you are, though?
Oh crap! See, I really like
It's the
green,
same
but I
as
feel like
you,
I'm
yeah.
not.
I
Really?
know
I think
because
you're like a
Dark green, like an olive kind of green.
actually, to be fair, if I was to fix my answer, I would say I'm more of an orangey yellow, but my favourite colour is raspberry. I would
Fair
say
play.
go for the colour that you think you are.
I feel like I'm like a green, like a darker green.
Oh, forest.
Or maybe black, honestly, sometimes when I'm like grumpy. And celebrity crush, I really can't think of one, so I'm gonna say one from when I was a kid, and that was Jennifer Lawrence. I really liked
Oh,
Jennifer
yeah.
Lawrence when I was younger.
You just lost Peter.
Me when I love
Pizza is
pizza. Hashtag
is
chips are bae.
But there are lots of hot celebrities out there. Love you all. Great, good job.
Yeah, because they're all
Shout out to
Celebrities. All the
I
celebrities.
mean, I don't want to like cast someone out.
independent than they are.
I want to be
Jake's
I want to be inclusive, you know. Like you're all great. Anyway,
Catherine?
Animal.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like I'm like, you know when deers give birth and then they like come out like
A little Bambi.
Bambi.
You're a little
Oh. Like I just can't really walk very well.
I'll just slip in any
Just
so
to myself off, yeah. I feel like I'd like to be like a light pink, but I feel like I'm a shit brown.
No, I feel like you're like an orange.
Yeah, you're quite orangey
Yeah.
yellow in my
Because you're
mind.
warm.
Oh, that's sweet.
Celeb crush, Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
Oh, Paul Mescal.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
so fit.
Anyway.
We've been talking about Paul Mescal's Oscar nomination as if he's like part of our friend group.
Literally, I was like, I'm so proud of
So
him.
pleased for him. We like saw it like all the others. We were like, oh yeah, of course, like yeah, makes sense. And then when he came out, we were like, oh, good
like,
for Paul. Yeah.
It's like today when I was like, did you hear what he said on the podcast? Bless him.
Like he's our mate.
Did you see his driving school shouting him out?
Yes.
Aww. I know, I'm so
cute.
cute. They were like,
We love Paul.
congratulations to our past student for getting an Oscar nomination. How
That's such a flex on them.
Yeah, and he's
though.
there with his
yeah,
elbow.
I
Like, you know that they got applicants after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of the applicants.
Yeah, none of us can drive, by the way.
Oh my god.
Go on, Jordan, what's your
I feel
colour?
like my colour is pink, but
Absolutely.
yeah, like I'm very. I feel like I'm a pink, and then sorry, and then animal. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm a cat because like I love curling up in the sun. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. I feel like if you have any other suggestions, I can't really think of them.
I feel like maybe like a meerkat even.
I would say maybe like bunny.
A bunny.
Well,
You give a little bit of bunny.
Okay, bunny.
So,
slash
something
cat.
like sweet and small.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sweet and small.
And then celebrity crush. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so alright, so Pedro Pascal. There also is Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, Doja Cat, and SZA. Sorry, I was only going to skip one.
So the way I was
Get up the
struggling,
whole dilf
I was
list.
struggling for that, so you have like 5 ready to go.
Well, yeah, but they're on my list.
Oh god.
Like,
That sounds good. You're on my
they're on my
list.
list. No, like you know the list.
Hammy?
I think that's hilarious because I think I'm a squirrel.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hammy from Over the Hedge.
Yeah.
My nickname for Adam is Hammy because his username on things used to be add ham to your sandwich. You know, like Adam to your sandwich. And so I always, for some reason, I just chose to call you Ham for a bit, and now it's turned into Hammy. And Hammy is the squirrel from
Yeah.
Oh my god, then it can be
Over the Hedge.
Hamuel.
Hamilton.
Hamburger. Right, yeah, my favourite colour is like a light pink, but I don't know what colour I am.
I feel
Maybe like
like
a
you.
yellow.
No, you do give
Orange.
kind of light pink.
Really?
Kind of, yeah, for sure.
Um,
We really had a bad hateritis flare up earlier. Jordan was fume box.
Blink twice.
What was my hateritis flaring up over again? I can't remember.
No,
It was-
our
was-
hateritis was flaring up against you. We were playing Phase 10, right?
Oh, I hate
Which
that
is
stupid game.
It's
It's
got
so
a similar
fun.
concept to Uno in it, where there's like a miss a go
I
card.
don't know if you extracted all the fun out of it and made it an hour longer.
That's not the
And
truth,
just added
Ellen.
maths.
Which Uno can be long anyway, by the way, so like that's scary.
Euro Defense Squad, like fucking.
You call it Uno.
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm dragging him
Sorry,
in
I'm
by
being
his
rude.
leg. Calf.
Hello? She's disappeared. She's gone.
She's
Is she in the
vacant.
room with us?
Oh,
It's like you're a ghost. Are you in the room with
is
us right
this
now?
calf in the room with us right now?
No, you think that was bad though, real quick. Me and Jordan were playing Monopoly Deal yesterday.
Monopoly deal.
And it's turned into a shouting match between us because she was trying to give me advice and I didn't want the advice and it was
You're being
we had an apology
stupid.
afterwards. We literally had like a little chat afterwards and resolved
I literally
it.
was, I was like, you didn't think I was chatting at you, did you? No. And I was like, okay, should we hug? Yeah. And then we hugged and it was fine.
Oh my god,
Aw.
these were
Someone,
fighting.
that's
They
crazy.
were-
We both have very short fuses.
We
Yeah.
have very
Shit
short
about.
fuses. Our confrontations don't look super aggressive, but no, they do look super aggressive, but to us we're talking to each other.
It's just a
completely
conversation, but
normally.
yeah,
it was
But
scary.
everyone else thinks that we're like having a full blown fight.
Yeah.
It's just
We were
the
caught in
way
the
we are.
crossfire. We were so
just gonna
scared.
stop there.
Celebrity crush.
Who's your celebrity crush?
I don't know. I feel like my brain always goes to Shawn Mendes because that's what it was for
Have you
ages.
seen that?
But it's so. I feel like he's so bland
What?
now.
Have you seen that meme that's like, this is how, I'm not sure if I can say this. You know, it's like how gay people feel around Shawn Mendes, and it was like a picture of these chickens next to this tap that looked like a chicken. Have you seen
Yeah, I feel like I have a. I don't know.
I
Wait, did
mean,
you have Shawn Mendes?
yeah, you had a nude of him in your uni bedroom, so.
Shut up, guys.
Yeah.
Jack?
Jack Edwards.
For an animal, maybe like a little koala.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, a koala.
Maybe.
I feel like you're maybe like a mouse as well.
Oh, kind of mouse.
Don't like that.
Like in a cute way.
Kind of
Oh.
like a TikTok mouse.
Oh, don't know about that
And
one.
I didn't hear that.
I actually feel like you're
No,
a
I'm kidding.
rat.
Thanks, guys. I had a mice infestation when I lived in London, and I feel like I'm like
Traumatised.
from that because I lived above a pizza shop, which I used to get pizza from all the time.
They were
and then
stealing all the
got-
cheese!
And my pizza always no cheese on it. Adam's crying. No,
They were stealing all the cheese! Wait, cheese is bad. The mice are literally there like, love this cheese.
Oh, this
Cheese
is so
squad.
good.
Cheese squad.
Anyway, continue, Jack.
the
sorry.
mice came from the pizza shop, which I think is really gross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because, like they were looking for a home. Like it's not their fault that they're mice.
I think that like
Blame the government. Blame the
Oh
government.
my god, mice just went squad over here.
I think like
Why
MDL.
am I thinking of mice as mice? Like Mike's mice.
What the fuck did you just say? Mice. Oh my god.
I think that the red flag was that they were like Chinese takeaway, fish and chips, and pizza. And you know when you kind of think
red
like pick,
flag.
so pick one.
Yeah, when
You know it's frozen.
When they when they do too many cuisines, they don't do any of them well.
Yeah, and you know it was like one guy cooking everything. And you think like,
Oh my gosh, got 6
Yeah.
arms.
well, he didn't have enough time to clean, maybe. So then we had
Maybe the mice
Anyways,
worked for him.
Maybe.
Anyways,
Oh,
They're making those spring rolls in the back. The mice don't run this pizza shop. Wait, they do.
this is
The mice are
devolving.
gonna hate this podcast.
Let's get back to the question.
Anyway.
Okay, color. I love like a blood orange. That's my
I
like
know
go-to.
you're so red.
I could think
In
of
my
like
head,
an
you're
oak
like
brown.
lime green.
Okay, do I not know myself? Is my
Do
like,
any of us
self-perception
know?
just so wrong? And then my like celebrity crush has always been Alexa Chung because I think she's so cool and beautiful and like
Hells yeah.
She's a
She's
fashion.
the it
She's a
girl.
2010s fashion icon.
Ever
Yeah.
since her and Alex Turner.
Oh my god, the love letter that Alex Turner wrote.
Right,
Oh my god.
right? And I'm like,
So out of the loop.
yeah, she's special.
Yeah.
I love how Adam pops his peas. You pop them pussy.
Pop my pussy. Yeah, whenever I say something that has a P on the end, I feel like I'll be like, yeah, like what? What
Say
did I
loop.
just say? Loop. I'm trying not to do it now. But I usually do go like loop.
Yeah, there we go, there we go.
So I feel like whenever I sit and relax, I go behind Eleanor's head, and it's like the Mike Wazowski. It's like behind the O.
You know what I find so funny about Be Real is that like whoever's in the top left of the picture, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting Mike
You didn't
Wazowski.
make it.
People are only gonna see you if they actually care enough to like press and hold.
To be fair, if you take your wig off, there might be more room.
Oh my god, get a life. Get a life.
Real quick, have we mentioned the name of our group? Because I just saw in your notes, obviously, like we've got some stuff, and it said Boob Pod. And out of context, what is a boob pod?
That's so, yeah.
So, our friend group is called Boob Lingerie. That's the name of our group chat, but we kind of call ourselves Boobs. We're Boobs.
We're the boobs.
Yeah.
Because...
So crazy.
She's so crazy, love
Man,
her.
Boob is life. Boob squad. But... When we were in Paris, so there's, I don't know the actual law.
I know it. It's because it was my joke.
The way you stopped me immediately. I know it.
Because basically, there's a line in a Lady Gaga song where she goes, boulangerie, and I know that that's French, and then it kind of like...
Well, no, like France has bakeries.
I don't know.
Lady Gaga
So-
didn't invent that.
I think that's like French or something.
So gay. No.
Yeah, France were like, that's really good.
She's really
We should use that. We were saying like, oh, things we can do when you guys come to Paris. And I was like,
We'll go
oh, I'll
to-
take you to the lingerie. And then you were like, what was that thing called? The boob lingerie? So I think that's where it came
So
from.
we've been boobs ever since.
Yeah.
And it's really fucking funny. Like, whenever we're out anywhere. So, like, before this holiday, I can't remember,
It was Jake's birthday.
it was us
dinner.
three in, like, Sticks and
23rd birthday
Sushi. We were out eating and we were talking about boob videos that we can film in Marbella. The waitress comes over, she's collecting our plates. We're like, yeah, what boob videos can we make? And she leaves and I was like, guys, she's gonna think we're porn stars.
Yeah.
We're making boob videos.
Oh,
Anyway.
There's
Lol.
that pesky lol.
No, so the next question I stole from you,
Hello,
Jack,
I'm here.
came up with this earlier. What's the biggest scandal from your hometown?
I can think of one.
Immediately go.
You couldn't think of one.
So I can think of
Oh,
one.
great.
So this was a scandal of my school. All the identities anonymous, but basically there was this teacher who was having an affair with another teacher, and then the other teacher had like wife kids, all of that. And then once she came in with like a black eye, and they thought we asked her what was wrong, and she said that someone had thrown her round us backwards and hit her in the face. And we were like, oh, fair. Like, she does substitute PE sometimes, cool. And then I found out from this teacher that the male teacher who she was having an affair with, his wife punched her in the face and said, like, you ruined my life, you've torn apart my family.
Oh my
and
God.
punched her in the face. And then he left his wife, they got together, and then they broke up.
All for a breakup.
That was a roller coaster.
I feel like no one can follow that now.
Well, I have a similar one.
Adam's like, I can't.
Let me.
Just because I couldn't think of one when we talked about this earlier, but that made me think of one that is a kind of similar, but there's no punching involved, unsadly. Basically, in school, there was 2 teachers that it was almost like an inside joke that they were having an affair, but it was like everyone kind of knew that it was like a joke or whatever. And even on like Valentine's Day, they put them up on like the stage in the cafeteria and like made them like have like a romantic dinner together, and it was like this whole like inside joke. And then it turned out that it like apparently they were actually having an affair, which is actually so bold. Like, imagine you're having an affair and you make it an inside
And
joke
you're
with
still like,
everyone.
oh, guys, we're having an affair.
Like kind of clever, but also like so close to the line. But yeah, and then the woman, like, you what?
Hiding in plain sight.
Exactly.
Oh,
and the woman had a husband and 2 kids, and then like the man mysteriously like stopped working there, and then they like broke up for a while, as in the wife and her then they got back together.
On the topic of school, real quick, I have a crazy one as well. There was a girl in our year whose mum was also a teacher. I think she was like a substitute one, so kind of similar to you. And it turns out that basically she was in a relationship with this guy also in our year, and it got out that he had slept with the teacher. Which, first of all, bad, yeah. But like, obviously went round, and then, so that means he cheated on his girlfriend with his girlfriend's mum. And I'm pretty sure they broke up and then were like those 2 were together, which is like, imagine.
It's like fucking EastEnders.
I don't know. But
child.
imagine,
Wait.
well, still either way, like, yeah.
Wait, he was in school?
Yeah.
Oh, so he didn't even necessarily sleep with her. He got like
Essentially,
groomed.
Yeah.
But like, imagine, like, why would you do that?
I have a couple from my private school. That's where all the heinous shit happened, right? The PE teacher got one of the old year 11s pregnant, but then she was year 12 when I got there. She was pregnant. Oh, there was another one who gave birth at a house party. She didn't know that she was pregnant, right? I don't know this girl, but it was a girl that went to that school, and then like she left, and then I joined the school, so I got all the tea. People were like not reserved about this tea at all. They were like, oh my god, yeah, so and so when she went to that house party and she gave birth in the bath. I'm like, sorry? Excuse me?
Crazy house party,
That's
crazy.
Scream Queens episode 1.
I would be fuming if I went through all of the hassle to throw a house party and someone
Gave
gave
birth.
birth. I feel like
Talk about show stealer. That's like getting engaged at someone else's wedding.
Yeah.
It's so
it's just
annoying.
like, it's just like the ultimate, like, oh guys, like, can you not, like, don't wear your shoes upstairs, like, upstairs is off limits. Oh guys, like, don't use those glasses, they're my parents' glasses, use the plastic cups. And someone just gives birth in your bathtub.
Yeah.
Clear it up
Imagine explaining to your parents, like, it's not like a couple of smashed glasses, like, you know, whatever. It's like, what's all this blood in the bath?
Why
It's
is
like, they're like, you're not gonna believe
Why is there a
it.
baby there?
My friend gave birth.
Yeah, oh my god.
Imagine like you get investigated for a crime and then they come over with like luminol in your bathroom and they're like, why was your bath filled with blood? Of course I'd be the one to say that. I'm sorry guys, I'm literally so sorry.
What about you, Kat?
I mean, mine's quite similar to everyone else's, but like I used to go to church and there was a girl I used to know and she was a fucking liar, and she once told me that the PE teachers got together, and I was like, I don't fucking believe it. And then she came up to me and she was like, proof, and she had gone into the sports hall.
Oh no.
Oh, not
And, like,
detective
And
work.
then all we heard was,
Oh my god.
and they were in the back, but on the mats that we used to use when I was doing my little front rolls, like what the fuck? The fucking semen on my hair, like, and it was everywhere throughout the whole thing, and yeah, they were having an affair. And that PE teacher was creepy, he touched me at my school.
Skill.
No, okay.
Can't take piss out of her when
Sorry,
she's
sorry.
telling us.
I said it.
Oh,
I
Kat
said it.
the word skirt
I said it and I
today.
immediately was like, oh, Jake.
Not the time, girl, not the
It
time.
wasn't like that. Like we were in gymnastics and we had skirts and skirts.
Oh, sorry. I thought you just went
And I was really shit because I was like a bigger girl, so I like would do gymnastics and like I'd like just like go like front again, clumsy as fuck, would just go into the like thing. So he used to just grab my arse and just like cut me over the thing.
Oh.
Anyway, fuck it.
Now.
Sorry, mine went a bit dark.
Do you have any?
Well, I went to university with someone who had a friend from home who she always referred to as Becky who got fingered in the club. And like, that's what, like, we
That's
all
a step above Becky with the good hair.
Yeah. We all knew of this friend. Like, we would just refer to her collectively as like Becky who got fingered in the club. And then when she came to visit,
Oh my God.
I was like, I don't know how to talk to you.
You turn to her and go, Becky, you got fingered it up.
Oh. Yeah. But I love that like lore of like, you know, your
Yeah.
hometown. Like that's how she was known as, like, that's Becky who got fingered in the club.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God,
saw
so
someone
good.
getting fingered in the club one time.
It was me.
Well, okay, my next round of questions is an unpopular opinion. Do you have any?
Jake has them.
Start with someone else. I need to think.
Not today. I've
Sorry, I have
stumped
to
him.
think. I have to think.
Yeah,
This
give
is
me a
the
sec.
only time this group has ever been silent.
Okay, okay, this is very unpopular. This is so unpopular. You might have to cut it out because, like, no, hear me out. So basically,
I was gonna be
bracing
so
you know, like those people who like hunt paedophiles. Like they're not like official. They're literally just people who like go online, pretend to be a 13-year-old girl, and then they film them, and they're like, "You tried to meet up with a 13-year-old girl,"
Yeah.
like stuff like that. I hate those people because
I
it's
agree.
so clear that they just get their kicks off of beating someone up and being like,
Yeah, being a hero.
when it's like, yeah, trying to be
Hero
a hero
complex.
just because you're a fucking failed police officer or whatever. Like, it totally just, and if they were a police officer, they'd absolutely fucking abuse their power. Like, you know, it really, because everyone's like, yeah, look at this guy trying to meet a 13-year-old girl. I'm not siding with the pedo. I don't feel sorry for a nonce.
Did you ever think that was a sentence that would come out of your mouth?
No, but I do so get you because you can so tell that it's kind of like rooted in views, and it's like if you actually cared about this issue, you would contact the
Well, you
police.
probably wouldn't go live.
You wouldn't
yeah.
arrange a fake date and then like grab a camera. You would like, if you were actually so serious about catching these paedophiles, you would get all their information and then you would message the police and be like, look, I've got all this information. They think they're talking to a child.
Yeah.
But you don't. You vlog it for youtube.com.
Yeah, they literally vlog it and they like kick them all around and then they're like, oh, you mean I'm there? Oh, you're disgusting. It's like basically just like so clearly.
Which I mean, like, yeah.
It's like, yeah, of course it's disgusting.
but like,
it's
put them in prison.
it's so clearly something for them to just put their energy to be
Yeah.
like it just feels like school bully behaviour, even though
Yeah.
I'm not siding with the nonce. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my unpopular opinion.
I get that, I agree.
If we were in a horror movie, right? Who's dying first and who is like outliving the rest and killing the killer?
Should we go
Well,
around and like say who thinks the order is maybe? Yeah?
Okay.
So,
I'll-
like,
Or just the
Is that not a
person
bit
we
long?
think's gonna die first.
No, wait. Let's all point. Let's do who's gonna die first. Let's all point. Like on 3, 2, 1, we all point, and then we'll
And then
do
second
who's living
person.
longest. Okay. Who's gonna die first? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Did no one point at
We
me?
all voted ourselves.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
vote myself, I voted Jack because famously the hog goes out first.
Okay, shall we do we can't
The hog.
Beg your pardon.
shall we do that we can't vote for ourselves?
Yeah. We
Alright,
can't
shall
vote
we
for
do we
ourselves.
can't vote for ourselves?
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Bitch, you're just voting me
Lol.
because I voted you.
Yeah, I said Jordan.
No, I'm voting you because you can't shut the fuck
Yeah.
up for
I
5 minutes.
No, but
I said Jordan because I think she's just take the piss out of the murderer, not thinking it's real.
To be fair, I'll probably
Lol.
just be like, no guys, it's actually
So
peak.
peak.
So peak.
she's getting murdered and she's
You
like,
weird
this
bitch!
is so
What the
peak.
fuck you doing, you weird bitch? Fuck off,
Yeah,
you
If you
weirdo!
deep it, why is there a knife in me?
Yeah, true.
No, this is so
This
cute.
knife is so deep in me.
Oh my
Yeah, I feel like I'd just be too loud. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's lasting the longest and like killing the serial killer?
And we're not
I'm
allowed to
gonna-
vote
oh,
for
3, 2, 1.
Interesting.
You will have 2. Oh, me?
Yeah.
I feel
Alright,
like you know a
Zelda.
lot about killers. I
I
feel
was
like you can
gonna say.
outsmart
Oh
them.
shit, yeah.
But you know
No,
me and I'm
she's
dumb
a
in
bit
real life.
silly.
Silly Billy.
I win the Silly Billy Awards.
I think Jack wouldn't even be on the scene. He'd be like traveling somewhere. So
Yeah,
he'd be
like,
gone.
oh, guys,
He'd be like, I've got a flight.
murdered.
the serial killer breaks in and he's like, oh wait guys, I've got to be back in Paris in a minute. Sorry, can we do this some other time?
To be fair, I think Jake would be a really good final boy.
When I get enraged, guys. Like,
Fail
no, but the thing is,
rate.
if I beat it, I'd be like, you know what, serial killer? Me and you, Mario Kart. Let's do it.
Oh,
I think that's the exact reason that he wouldn't
yeah.
survive that. I think the thing is, I feel like I kind of get where people are coming from with Jake, but also with Peace and Love, I feel like you're also a bit silly. I feel very silly. So I feel like,
Let's be real, none of us are lasting very long.
Yeah.
I do think I would last.
Yeah, that's your toxic
To
trait.
be fair, I feel like with Jake, I just feel like in an adrenaline rush.
I would run.
In an adrenaline
And I
rush,
can
I
run
think he
fast.
would do really, really well. Like if you had an adrenaline rush and accent dream.
I'm not
he
even
would do
joking.
really well. Like a
Oh. There have been so many
Show one
points.
side.
Okay, but I have like actively fought people just.
Fought off a killer.
Like, no. Well, they might have tried to kill me.
Oh my god.
First of all,
Just let me have this, Adam.
no, I'm not trying to like compete. I'm just saying, like, I think that I genuinely do think I would last quite a long time. I'm not saying I would win or whatever.
I've been in
but-
multiple situations where I think someone would be like breaking in and I've just looked and immediately known what to pick up. So I feel like I'd have something to defend myself with at least.
Okay.
So
we both have
yeah.
Aries moons. We're both gonna kick into action, I feel.
yeah.
I feel like I'd be the typical like blonde, even though I'm not blonde anymore, R.I.P. Like blonde bimbo that dies first, but dies in an iconic way.
But I've had like club fights and stuff, you know, like fist fights. I can fight.
The way you
You
were
guys have-
zoning out while you said that.
I'm thinking
Sorry,
about
that was a
it.
bit
No,
psychotic.
but have you not? You guys have seen the way that me and Rafaro get when we're a bit annoyed at someone potentially being rude to us.
Adam, you would kill the killer. There we go.
I always thought, like, I've always wondered whether I would have fight or flight, and then when someone trauma dump pulled a knife on me in New York, I just ran. I literally,
You know what, it's
stood on
probably
my
the best
heels
thing to
and
do.
I was running for my life.
Always the best thing to
Wow.
do, guys. If
So I
you can
think I'm
run,
flight.
if you can run, then run.
I don't really know if I'm fight or flight, but I remember on New Year's Eve, I've told this story before, this girl in this pub, her hair caught on fire. It was only like a little bit of it, but it really proved my response because I just went, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like didn't do anything, stayed completely still, didn't even tell her that her hair was on fire.
Oh my god,
She
there's
was
a woman
fine.
on fire.
It only like went to here, like it was fine, she didn't hurt herself or anything, but it was crazy.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
No, because there's a third one in there. It's not fight, it's not flight, but a secret third thing. Freeze. I'm a freezer.
Everybody clap your hands. I felt like I commanded the room.
No, but I'm not fight or flight. I can't fight, I'm scared. I can't fly, I'm slow. I'm a freezer. You know, if you're pulling a knife on me, I'm going, what, hello?
One time someone tried to mug me and I said no.
And good, because you kept him.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe they kept the
Yeah,
rubber.
yeah.
I was surrounded by like, I was in McDonald's and I was on my work break. I think they had approached me because I think they thought I was like younger than I was. Like I think they thought I was like not to be like, I'm so youthful, but I think they thought I was like maybe around their age because I'm pretty sure they were like 16, 17. And I was literally just sat there like fucking scoffing my chicken nuggets on my Topshop lunch break. And then they came over and I had just got these AirPods and they were like on finance, so I hadn't even paid them off yet. And then these like genuinely
They aren't even mine.
yeah, literally. Like there was about 6 or 7 boys like just all of a sudden stood around me, and obviously famously they are noise cancelling headphones, so I had them in my ears. Are you alright?
Sorry,
It's okay. I want it.
I'm looking for my birthday cake, Baileys.
Oh, here.
Oh, it's pop here.
Yay! Guys,
Does anyone
look,
else
this
cross-
is an airport
I'll put a pin in my
exclusive.
story, I guess.
This is an airport exclusive for my birthday. They heard that Ellen and Neale was coming,
They
so
actually-
they made birthday cake Baileys.
Yeah, they just sold out actually. So you
This
can't
is
actually
worse
get
than
it.
Jake interrupting me. This is actively stopping the conversation and
Drink interlude.
changing.
Does anyone else cross over into the
And
tipsy
now-
zone? Because I sure have.
Oh, we're heading into
Oh,
the tipsy zone.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
What is going on?
Anyway, as you were saying, you nearly got mugged.
Yes, basically, I looked up and all of a sudden there was like 6 or 7 guys stood around me. I took my headphones out, I was like, what? And one of them literally just was like, yo, give me your AirPods, fam. I was like, no. And I was literally, and then it was just like, it felt like it was going on forever, but it was probably like a 30-minute interaction or something like that. Of him like being like, you can just go and get more, like give me them now. And I literally just kept being
no,
like,
I can't.
No. Like, I literally, I remember
go get more at the shop.
I said that to him. I was like, you can go and get your own. And I literally, because in my head, I was like, I'm obviously not going to out myself as a povo, but I literally was like, I can't go and get more. I've had to fucking finance these. So I literally just was like, no. And also, as I was putting them away to be like, oh, put them in my pocket, I dropped one and like had to catch it.
Oh my God.
I was like, fuck's sake.
He takes it off stage, he's like,
Imagine his hand just like swoops in.
Yeah, but yeah, I put them away, and eventually they just like gave up because I just kept being like, no, and then they walked off, and I was very like, again, this is maybe why I would survive the murderer or whatever, because in the moment I was literally like, no, and I was giving very like stank face, like no, and then as soon as they left, I was like. And I had to get Kath to walk me home from work for like a week or two.
Oh,
well, because also I didn't really remember, like they had their hoods up and stuff and they just looked like boys, so I didn't know what they looked like. So I was also like, I could be walking around this mall that I work at and I had my lanyard on and I was like, they might recognise me where I don't recognise them and I might just get like shanked in the corner or something. I don't know.
that is so fucking scary.
But then also I have actually been successfully mugged 3 times.
You know what? He might be a survivor that one.
But actually,
75% success rate.
Vivian was successfully mugged. Adam was not.
Yeah, there's like a Facebook page for like muggers anonymous, and they just post your picture. They're like,
this one.
If
he's got makeup on and looks a bit tipsy, go for it.
Go for it.
You will get it. Oh, I love that we can.
One thing about this group is we will help each other.
Also, the most recent mugging was definitely fucking fault.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What was her fault?
Well, because like we were in Manchester and we were staying together, just her and I, and she left me, and I was obviously a bit drunk, but she just left to go back to the hotel without me. And I know, like,
in a new city as well.
Yeah, literally. Like, and the hotel was only a couple-minute walk away, and I do know that I can be a bit of a nightmare when I'm drunk and stuff like that. But I was a bit like, if I was in her shoes, I would have. I would have, even if I was like refusing to leave or something. I feel like if you are the only other person with this person, as much as it might be a bit shit for yourself, it is your responsibility
angry the next
to like
day.
To just like sit there and wait until they're like, let's go, because then I got mugged.
And it could have been even worse than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no matter what, do not fucking leave your friend on a night out alone. I literally saw a tweet about this earlier. It's funny that you bring this up because it was like, that is probably the worst thing you could do as a friend is to knowingly leave your friend in a vulnerable situation and be like, peace out, I'm off home. That's so selfish.
Yeah.
So selfish.
Oh, I did get saved by 2 lesbian Scottish women. I was like, wow, my
Amazing.
God. I'm
Yeah,
actually not a lesbian, but
as I said, though, you've got time to be angry the next day. You don't have to, you know. Back to the fun!
Woo!
Okay, so final question for the pod. What is some advice that you would give to like a younger you?
Don't be so pretentious about like friendships and who you're going to keep in your life, because like I think me and you had a little chat about this. Like there have been times where like when I went to uni and shit, like I would just drop some people from like my childhood that I just knew I probably wouldn't get on with. But like going into your 20s, you probably will reconnect with some people, and there are like good people that you will actually just have some good memories with. So I'd do that.
Catherine?
I'd probably say like, don't be so self-conscious and like trust yourself more.
Yes.
You know, and also that friend you had in college, don't trust her. She's a racist, transphobe, piece of shit. That's the other one. Fuck you.
And also,
Jordana?
I think I found it very recently, but I always share it to everyone I know, and it's sort of to do like mental health and mental illness and whatever, but it's don't get better out of shame, get better out of love.
Oh.
Because I think a lot of with like mental illness and stuff, so much of it you are surrounded by sort of shame and stuff like that, and it's like, you know, I feel like a lot of recovery can be motivated by being ashamed of your mental illness, when actually you should be in recovery because you love yourself and like you deserve better. Yeah.
Aww.
Hamala?
That could have made me cry if I wasn't on antidepressants. Mine would literally just be you have ADHD, get it sorted quickly, because I feel like so many of my issues were rooted in that and still are. So if I could have known that earlier, I feel like I would be in a very... I mean, everything happens for a reason and I love my life, but also I feel like there's just a lot of obstacles that could have been avoided had I known that sooner.
That's kind of similar to mine, so I'm gonna like nip in between you guys. Mine is that if you're having like any stress with like mental things, address it as soon as possible, because that shit can spiral. Like, if I'd have just like, when I was younger, I had this thing about like, I don't want to go to the doctors, I don't want to talk to a therapist. I don't know why I felt like that, but like now that I'm older and I've done it for a while now, I'm like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Having a therapist that can like objectively like listen to your thoughts and your behaviors and go, okay, I'm hearing this from you, it sounds like this, this and this, like you've told me this about your past, like I can kind of like root it back. Those are the things that you can't really do in your own mind for yourself. And it's like, I just wish I'd been in therapy since I was like 13. But I didn't. Like, I was always like, meh, I don't want to take medication. I don't want to go to therapy. I don't want to do counselling. It's like, swallow it, bitch. It's so fucking good for you.
And similar to what you said, there's no shame in going to therapy. If you feel that that is something you need, like, do it.
Everyone
Absolutely.
will help so much.
Literally, it's not even shameful in the slightest. It's so fucking helpful. I think that everyone, whether you're suffering actively with mental illness or not, I think everyone should do some degree of therapy, because there's always probably something in your childhood or your past that is wiring you up, like, unusefully. What's the word for unuseful? Come on, your book guy.
I feel like you nailed it.
Not
unhelpfully.
It can just put you into...
There he is.
Uselessly.
Uselessly, yeah, like...
It just put you in bad situations.
You kind of,
sometimes.
like, your brain wires itself to, like, defend itself when it's going through, like, a shit time, and then you just carry through life with that pattern, and it's like, you don't need that anymore, but you can't notice that in your brain unless someone kind of tells you, like, that's not helpful, don't do that.
Yeah.
And I think also it can be helpful to have someone who's like, it's like kind of similar to what you said earlier, but like someone objective from your whole life and whole situation to like just to vent to, and they're pretty much always gonna be like on your side as well. So like it's like not to be like I want someone to enable me, but like venting your feelings and then having someone be like, oh yeah, that's annoying, and then you can be like, yeah, it is.
It's not even necessarily like being on your side. It's like, because there is two sides to
give
every
perspective.
story, and it's like one side isn't true or false. It's just like both people feel a certain way, and it's like
so more to like validate your
your therapist can be like, it's okay that you feel like this. This is probably why you feel like this, and let's like address that shit.
And they have training to help as well.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think maybe like, you know, when you watch TV or you consume media, you read books, like things always have either a happy or a sad ending. I really feel like it's not that dichotomous in real life. Like you can look back on a relationship that ended or a friendship that ended as a happy thing. Like I think that you don't always have to see something that has closed and has finished as being sad. You can also look back and be like, that was a really happy time. I really enjoyed myself with that person. I really had a good run with that person, and people can serve you for a specific amount of time, and that's okay if they stop serving you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be neutral too. Like sometimes things just stop,
Yeah.
and it's a thing that happens, and you just have to move on.
Yeah.
You know, get your little bit of closure. But
I actually
agree.
spoke about that in my podcast. Weirdly enough, actually, I literally said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But basically, I feel like there's this pressure for people to be friends with their exes, so they don't feel like that relationship was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Because if you're not on, there's sort of bad times, good times, and then there's no times.
Yeah.
If you're on, like me and my ex haven't spoken to, we were together for 3 years, haven't spoken to each other since we broke up, and so many people would be like, God, you've wasted 3 years of your life, da da da. But if you actually think about it, you were happy in the moment, and now neither of you have space in each other's lives for each other. So it can just be like a sort of little clip in time.
Also a learning experience.
Yeah.
You learn things.
I always thought it would be easier to just be like, I hate them, but it's actually, brings you so much more peace to go, that was a good thing, it is over now, but I appreciated it. In the same way that we move house when we outgrow the home. Like, when we move somewhere new to a new area that serves us better and suits us better, I think that that's the same with people. Sometimes you gotta move out, but that doesn't mean it was a bad house. I mean, you didn't have a good time living there. It's just a house that you need to leave.
Also, one bonus thing that I would say to myself is sometimes no closure is closure.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
sometimes I
absolutely.
hold on to things because there's unanswered questions, and sometimes they're never going to be answered, and that is the answer. Do you know what I mean? Like there was a guy at uni that fucked me around a lot, and I had loads of unanswered questions, and I was like, I wish I could just like sit him down and just get the truth out of him, and I was like, I'm never going to get the truth out of him because he doesn't want to do that. So like I just need to be like, that's my answer. Do you know what I mean?
That's enough. You're a dickhead. You don't care about like my
You
feelings.
know what
now.
else? Like, I mean, I think this applies to all of us.
Yeah.
But like, your hobbies are not embarrassing. And
Oh my god!
if
yes.
you care about something and you're passionate about something, then it will literally radiate from you, and it's contagious.
Give back to inner child in that same way. If you had a hobby as a
Yeah.
kid that you think might be embarrassing now, fucking go
Because
back
at
to it.
school, it's
Pokemon
like
is cool.
beaten out of you. It's like, you know, anything that sets you
Pokemon
apart
is
from the
cool.
crowd makes you vulnerable, and therefore, like, you can be teased, you can be bullied, and it makes you feel weak. But actually, the more I've grown up, the more I've realised that those are your superpowers, like the things that you love and that you're passionate about.
Yeah, because I used to have a friend that used to make fun of me liking K-pop so fucking much, to the point where, like, I know that sometimes we do joke about it, like, whatever, but, like, a lot of the time you guys actually are just really nice about it, and it always surprises me, and, like, because that friend made fun of me about it and made me feel stupid for liking that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, you're not stupid,
Okay,
like it.
I have another piece of advice. I feel like it's a good. Sorry. One last piece.
Look at us, we're like,
Okay, so contrary to, I guess, sort of like typical media believe, your friends will genuinely be the greatest loves of your life.
True.
Don't drop friends for relationships. Don't drop friends because, like Jake said, you've lost a bit of distance, because it can always spring back. And like genuinely, there is such a true thing of like platonic soulmates. Like I was actually saying to you the other night that I feel like I feel like all you guys are like my platonic soulmates, and I cannot genuinely picture one. Even if, you know, once I pop out a baby, I'm not going to be able to, you know, come out and I'm not gonna, but you know what I mean? Like, it's inevitable we are going to lose distance later in our lives, but like, I don't think it takes away from the fact that we were all meant to be in each other's lives. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, Jake, say you love us.
I love you guys. This went from making fun of serial killers to like therapy real quick.
and that's on range.
No, but like stemming from that, I feel so lucky to have you guys this year. I feel like I've met my little soul tribe. You know when people are like, you will find your group in your 20s, and I'm like, will I? I have. I found my
Here we are,
bitches.
bitch.
I found my bitches. I'm so happy. Anyway, and I'm so glad that you've met them all now. Well, this is the first time you've ever seen Kath, isn't it? Kath's big debut.
New
Big
challenger.
day, first day at school.
A hot new bombshell.
Enters the villa.
Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. If you did, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel. If you want to watch another video, there'll be one on screen right now. Everyone's channels, links, whatever the fuck, will be down below in the description. Go find them.
Did you just put that and spill your drink all of yourself?
Oh, she got too excited. So close.
Don't go too excited. Bye! Oh, cute.
Ew, I just looked like Lucy from Love
Wait,
Island.
no,
I went like this,
thumbnail,
bye.
thumbnail. Thumbnail.
Look who's with me.
Right, guys.
I really consciously felt my tit on Jake's back.
Have you seen that thing where it's
Adam
like,
put that
when,
bit in.
when boys hug you, they can feel your boobs. Is that true? Because I feel like I've
The
never noticed.
masseuse.
Well, I don't know. It's my boobs.
What?
What?
The masseuse. She
The
was-
masseuse.
Oh my god, yeah, I felt her boobs on my back.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Anyway, bye.
Anyway, bye.